Okay, I think we're about ready to start. Hello, lifers! Welcome back to Realms of the Awesome. And we are continuing work today on LUPLand. Now, I've made some pretty significant progress since the last stream. I've done some of it recording off show and some of it I haven't, especially the more grindy bits. Obviously we've got a decent storage area in here now. I actually did dig out space for quite a bit more, and that actually goes down a ways. I'm going to go back up, so I'll be able to expand this pretty well. I also did finally connect the tunnel. We do have the I keep wanting to call it a smeltery, the forge. And the tunnel I did finally get around to decorating up. I don't remember how much of this I did on show. And I actually haven't done that much with this yet, but I did start building the downward portion of this build, clearing away some tunnels, and actually, if I follow these stairs down far enough, reach a few small caves. And I did find some lava and make myself some obsidian. We'll have some more in the future as well, and of course that continues to go. That is basically the bedrock down there where I put that cobble. It's like one tick above the bedrock. So this has made some pretty significant progress. With Realms of the Awesome, in the Realm of the Nine Fires, I'm not probably going to go there today, but I actually do have plans for that as well. I've been working off show with the ruined fortress and the second Great Ring, and once I get far enough along in that, we'll finish building it probably on show, and then do the simulated battle by going in and using TNT to represent where explosions and things like that happen, and kind of make everything look a little more like ruins. Sleep for a second. Jump out of bed here. I did get us properly connected to the Nether and the Nether Highway, which I'm not going to go in there right this second. I'm pretty sure I showed that on stream to some degree. Of course, we have our food court. I have not yet put up enough signs to finish my signboards, but that's been kind of secondary because I've been building the tree farm. And as a part of that, get in the boat, please. I also went through and hollowed out some canals to connect my waterways. So now I can actually travel by boat to some other locations. This was already a pond. I just, one of these was a little smaller and I flooded it to help. There was a pond here and I ended up basically cutting through it for the tunnels. Or I mean for the channels. And then over here I made a little tunnel through. Specifically, I like the way that ceiling turned out. So I can gain access to this swamp over here. And if I travel out far enough, you can see I've placed some torches in the distance. Those are helping to mark locations I can go through, because the swamp allowed me to kind of dig out a few blocks here and there to make a waterway. So I can actually go out and travel by boat to several locations. I could potentially even go further out. This is all considered swamp, even though it's really deep. But you can see that I could just keep going. There's actually a pretty large body of water ahead of me. So that does open up some possibilities for exploring and doing things, adventuring a bit, or running over lily pads, here, you can have that back. I have plenty of these already, thank you. Quit! Hello, cow. I'm gonna make my way back to LUPLand. And these river segments do actually continue around a ways, though I do believe they dead end at some point around there. It's the same with this over here. It will connect around and then either dead end or basically just shallow up too much. There's actually a number of places where I could, if I wanted to, continue building canals and make a waterway that connects everything, but this is enough for now. This is within the LUPLand area, so I can make advantage of it. Somebody creative wanted to jump in over here and build a kind of some river walk stuff along the way. It wouldn't be bad. I'm certainly not worrying about that right now, though. I forgot, I need to close the door. We're recording. And streaming. Now, I haven't quite reached a render distance yet. It will, there it goes, spawn in. The tree farm's basically done. I did continue the road across the top there, and I did open up this little section. Just, you can see there's grass under the water. I did flood a little area here and make it so that I could actually travel by boat through here and continue around. And eventually there will be a bridge connecting from one side to the other as we continue on. But I'm not worried about that right now. I'm more worried about getting the infrastructure up and running. Specifically, stuff like my tree farm and my mine. So I have started work, and we're going to continue into the mine and see what we can do and see what we find right over here. And the tree farm is massive. I'm actually currently, that's what's inside all of those furnaces. I have taken a bunch of wood and I'm smelting it to make some charcoal. He who smelt it and all that. So first level birch, pretty big, generates a decent amount of wood. Second level is my spruce. The nice thing about this is the height is set so that I can reach the top without having to do any climbing or anything. They're all just short enough. Generates a lot of spruce. The third level, we've got the regular oaks and the acacia trees. And they actually both are kind of a comfortable level as well. The only ones that are a little more of a challenge are the tall ones. I've got dark oaks and I've got the jungle trees. They get kind of tall and ridiculous. These have not grown. You replant them and see if it helps any. Well, that's not right. I don't know what that's about. There is something wrong here. What? Oh, we got something wrong. I may not be connected to the server. Let's try disconnecting and reconnect. Deconnecting. I'm in a good way right now. How bizarre. Okay, so maybe that'll grow now. I am still in need of more saplings. I may make a quick trip to Hub just to find more saplings that way. But I'm pretty happy actually just cutting these down because it's generating a lot of fuel in the form of charcoal. However, there is still a lot to be planted here. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more dark oaks before I have basically started filling this area, which means cutting these down, collecting up the saplings, and then replanting until I have enough to fill the whole area. And that's 20 more saplings. So, and then the jungle trees is that much worse. However, I'm not sure if they have a proper chest at Hub for this or not. I'm going to take this, and I could have sworn I got rid of this lily pad. Huh. Let's see, how many saplings do I have? 3. Okay. Let's see, how many do I need on the jungle? Because there might be. They have saplings in the community chest at Hub, or at spawn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it might be just as well if they do. I'm gonna make the trip over there and take a look and just see what they may have. There is a tree farm there somewhere too, so I could have, at the very least, you know, take advantage of that. Outside of that, though, part of the plan for today is to continue work on this mine. Let me throw down that. Specifically, I want to get the mine building placed. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some of this. This is not the most effective way to get this stuff, but I want to use probably stone bricks, maybe a little bit of granite, that sort of thing to make the structure. Once you get down into the mine, it's actually a lot simpler. It loses a lot of the extra ornate element. I'm gonna go ahead and do this the easy way. Did that the funny business. I don't know why I hit that with a bow. Okay, are we only, did I go 5 deep? Yeah, 5 deep behind this first wall. 4, 5, so that far back. Make quick work of it before I continue on. Part of the reason I am making as much charcoal as I am is because I really do plan to use a lot of stone bricks and that sort of thing, not just here but throughout the build site. Like all the different things that I plan to do at some point need smooth stone, stone slabs, or, you know, stone bricks or chiseled stone or something. So need to be able to make that stuff, and I need a lot of a lot of fuel for those furnaces. I'm sinking. There are signs up on those hills that someone has been up there. I also need fuel for my torches. It really helps to light this properly. One thing I'm hoping to find, I've found a few diamonds along the way with the other digging I did, so I actually was able to make a diamond pick and that sort of thing, but I obviously hope to find diamonds and redstone, but I also really want to find some lapis lazuli. I need to be able to dye some glass, or stain some glass, to finish filling this in. Let's see. Cobblestone, cobblestone. There we go. Let me drop this stuff off before I continue on. Let's see, which one of these has the soup shop? Yeah, it's soup shop, smoke shop, fruit sack, and bread chest. That's where I need to throw them eggs. Whoops, I think I just hit the limit on that. There, no. This is not going to stay here. I've left this here because I intended to continue working and I just haven't made it back this far yet. Cobble and then gravel. Find where I stuck the gravel. I actually have a number of chests that I don't have labeled right now because I'm not sure what I'm going to use yet. Don't know where that torch came from. Quite a few chests in this area, but most of them are still empty. Of course, our donation drop boxes. Throw that in there. I very much enjoy being able to travel the Nether Highway and get where I want to quickly. I hear a ghast. I'm actually not ready to fight that either. Very few arrows and no enchantments on the bow. That's the other reason I need the lapis. I need to be able to start enchanting things. Did I run off the wrong way? Feels like I did. Maybe I didn't. No, I went the right way. It just feels funny. Yeah, I think it may be somebody has gone through and raised the ceiling in here. Maybe what's throwing me off. Somebody finally went through and cleared all the extra netherrack. And of course they've continued to fix this area up. Seems the trees and dirt and everything seems kind of out of place. I know the edge is, I think, down this road. Well, there's certainly these, whatever those are. Let's see, what's to the south? Movie Night Coast, and then to the east is where the edge is, and see New Neo Japan is somewhere down that direction as well. Replant when gathering. And of course, this stuff has gotten more and more involved. Like the farm here is, I think, working pretty well, but there is a very full aquarium now down with the community chest. Let's see. A lot of food stuff. Aquarium of Wonders. Don't see all that many fish, but I know they're in there. Or I suspect anyway. Let's see. I was looking to see if anybody had gathered any lapis. Don't think they have. The other thing was saplings, and I'm not sure they're available either. Let's see. There's a little lapis up there, not enough for me to feel comfortable taking some, I don't think. Let's see, dark oak. There's not really enough saplings there either. Yeah. There's, you know, there's 39 saplings here, but that wouldn't even be enough to finish it, so I'm not gonna, you know, take that. I might consider coming and grabbing a little bit of that lapis to enchant a diamond pick, just to help speed along some of what I'm doing. I didn't bring one with me, though. Yeah, this bubble water elevator gets the job done. Storage room. And of course, back over here. Going down the stairs doesn't take all that long, but it does take a while. Of course, we still have enchanting and all kinds of tunneling going down. I'm a little concerned about the tunneling because when I follow this down, we hit a point here at the bottom of this slope where obviously they've, you know, run off through this chasm, but they also have just taken off with this tunnel. And very likely if they start making these kinds of tunnels underneath things, they could hit my resources at LUPLand pretty quickly. It could actually get in my way. So I'm a little concerned about that. Like smaller tunnels than this, you know, like a rail tunnel, that sort of thing. Not all that much of a concern, but this gigantic, you know, wide tunnel running across everything, that concerns me a bit. I only have 17 levels because I have died probably several times now. Don't do that. One of the times I fell off of something while trying to avoid a skeleton. The main reason I came down here, I wanted to show how rapid this underwater... There we go. It's an effective... Wow! An effective little water elevator. At least in terms of going up. Houses continue to be built. Let's see, where is... Yeah, there's the sheep pens. I have not yet set up a world of wool, and I'll admit I'm not entirely sure I need to. Because I could just bring my shears, and here at spawn is sort of a community sheep pen with a lot of sheep available in a lot of different colors. So if I wanted to just come over here to get wool, it would be effective. Somewhere along the line I might make one, but you know, for now this is an easier way for me to get it. I don't have to worry about dragging a bunch of sheep back to the farm facilities, that sort of thing. I wouldn't mind doing that still, but it does take a while. Boy, that has really developed down there. People continue to expand the town. Llamas for breeding. What I'm trying to remember right now is where the tree farm is. I've seen it before, but I don't remember. Well, no matter. I'm gonna head back to town and continue work. This is a little different. Who knows what that's for? Let's see. Edge. Yeah, LUPland's this way. Quartz. Quartz would not be a bad idea to pick up at some point here. I've only got a little of that so far. Here, I'm gonna lay down just to make sure that I've registered as having slept. Server's kind of quiet this afternoon. I know there are several people here, it's just everybody's kind of off to themselves, doing their own thing. Actually, before I run off, how's that fuel coming? I really do need to... That is the wrong doorway. I just got lost. Ah. Always want to refill the fuel to the best of my ability so that I can continue smelting without any real interruptions. Also, whoops. It's a good source of experience. This was jungle logs and dark oak. It's the nice thing about those big trees. They generate so much wood. It's a pain to cut them down without falling to your death, especially the jungle trees, but man, they generate a lot of lumber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I don't have enough. Oh, I already. Maybe I don't. Just to be on the safe side, we'll leave a shovel. Because I need 18. There's some noisy lava. I'm gonna grab that shovel back just so that it's not left in the incorrect chest. Let's see. I'm good. I think I want to use smooth stone slabs. I don't know why I keep saying smooth stone. I want to use some slabs to build my sort of outer foundation, and probably some of the ceiling. Don't have very much brick. I don't want to mess with that too much. Yeah. Let's work on this first and then we'll come back. I really do need to finish putting up the signboards. I need to, among other things, cut trees down and generate more lumber, so it's amazing how much having that tree farm has reduced the overall cost of everything I build as far as wood is concerned. I intend to use some cobble fencing or something. I might even use like stone or something like that to create basically a pipe leading down into this pond. These were naturally occurring ponds, but I want to, especially on that one, have it be sort of a runoff. Who knows what's being pumped into the water. I don't know why I was hopping on top of that. It's being funny now, huh? So I kind of consider this to be sort of the main entrance right here. And I think that's the way we're going to do that too. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do something to that effect. Hello, pig. I really do need to come up with some animal farms at some point. It's just not super necessary right now. Let's see. So, well, this is just sort of a entry reception area. This will be probably some kind of like workshop for making my tools, that sort of thing. This is where I'll put the workbench, stuff like that. Maybe a few smelting furnaces or something, but I don't really see the need when I've got a forge in. Oh, I left it over there. I forgot I did that. For a second, I was really concerned. I'll probably go ahead and expand that and make 4 of those, but we'll also put some chests in here maybe. This is the main sort of shaft, you know, entrance or whatever. I'm uncertain as to how much of that I want to mess with, but once again, I like the idea of a little office space here as well. Although what I'll likely do on that one is make that into this workshop area. Put a desk in there, that sort of thing. I don't know why I keep wanting to switch out here. Let me put a back door on this place right here. Okay. And then of course this ends up being largely a storage area. I'm gonna build over. And make this 3 wide. It needs to be pretty wide. I don't need this doorway. Okay. So like I was saying, this is largely going to be some extra storage for dirt, gravel, cobble, all the stuff that I dig out. So I need to make, I'm going to probably tend to the tree farm again. I need to make some chests. Why is there grass floating above this pond? Get down from there. Creepy. What I was debating here is how I want to handle the steps. I guess I'll just do it this way. And then I'll misplace one just for the fun of it. Do the other side. We actually lose some of the detail once we get down into the shaft. I was saying that a minute ago. It's not so much that it's not needed as it's just I'm not as interested in spending that much time filling out all the extra detail work on this. I don't want to use a bunch of granite to make a stripe that runs all the way down here and runs all the way down into the mine and that sort of thing. I don't know why I'm doing that. I honestly don't. I don't know why I did that. But boy, was I ever intended on doing it, or intent on doing it. I wanted this to be 4 wide. And then everything else behind it is recessed. My intention on this is to use these areas as... I can't really go further in this direction. This wall is basically... You can see that bit of dirt, that bit of gravel. This is actually getting close to the surface. And can't really continue much further. My intention is pretty much to use these little offshoots to create the downward stairs that connect beneath this, and probably to open up a section of flooring here just so you can see down. I wouldn't mind putting something of a fake crane above it. Alright, let's get the... Actually, let's go ahead and place these. I don't know why I keep doing this. I like sort of the look, but I believe this needs to be a bit more recessed. So I want a big opening. More like that. I'm going to drop off some stuff and get some polished granite so that I can continue what I was doing there, and then I'm gonna probably cut some big trees, which has proven slightly dangerous, but sort of necessary. Get a dum-dum going. That is likely more than I need. I have debated, especially with so much of this being on the riverfront, building docks outside some of this. I'm just not ready to do that. Wouldn't take very much. Just a little wood out into the water, but sort of want to get some of this a little further along first. Crap. Hmm. Yeah. I think so. I think this is what I want to do. I'm curious just exactly what I will find once I get down and start really mining out this area. Among other things, there is a large chasm just on the other side of this building. There really wasn't any reason for me to do that just then. Should all be covered, although I'll probably use I was gonna say I'd probably use slabs or something, but I'm not sure I will. Wouldn't be a bad use for the wood over here, though. For flooring. I did just wander off without finishing. I knew I forgot something. Let me drop these items off before I start messing with the wood. Let's make a couple more axes. one of the major reasons that I made the tree farm off show. Oh, that was tedious. It was very grindy, very sluggish work. Lots of go dig up some stone, smelt it, make the bricks and place them. Go dig out a canal, get some wood together. How in the world did the chicken get up there? This is hardwood tree production plant. It might be worth enchanting like an iron axe while I was at it. See if I could get something that would allow me to cut this a little faster. Man, I wonder if there's some some wood in that cluster of leaves. Guess not. I forgot that there was... I was wondering what that sound was for a moment. It's the snow on top of the tree. Okay, that's into the other tree. I do need to see about enchanting an iron pick or an iron axe, I think. Might not get lucky and get a good one, I don't know, but it would be good to get some efficiency or unbreaking or something, you know. Something that would speed up cutting these trees down without burning through the axe immediately. Such enormous trees. It gives an awfully nice view of things too. And you can see where I extended the road. Kind of cleaned up the little hill there too. And the bridge will connect all the way across at some point. So much wood generated by what I've got already. I may run some of this shipment back to spawn when I go to try and do the enchanting. Since I'm going to use the spawn enchanting table and some of the lapis that's there at spawn. This is ridiculous. Once again, our music today is from Incompetech.com, Kevin MacLeod, with a couple of tracks from danosongs.com, and one particular track from Purple Planet. I am just about out of axes. Need to make more. Really do burn through these stone axes with this stuff. I don't know why I tried to put that up there. That made no sense. Always a little tense when I do this sort of thing because it's very easy to fall off and die. also the reason I insist so much on sleeping on a regular basis. I have once so far been hit by one of those phantoms while being up in a tree, and it wasn't one of these, it was the I think one of the dark oaks, so it didn't fall far enough to kill me, but it was something of a shock. There were like 3 of them all of a sudden. Let's see. I guess just go this way. Uh-oh. Catch on to them vines. Come on. Wow. Really doesn't seem to want to climb over there. I'm gonna just keep dropping off, apparently. Get up. Jeez. I can't even get up high enough right now to cut. I just keep letting go. Now hold still. Hold it. And I still fell off. You know, I did this before. I don't know why I can't do it now. Ow. Like it's straight fighting me every step of the way. Ah, to heck with it. No, I said to heck with it. You go straight. Let's see. There's clearly something over here. And then there could be something through there. It's hard to tell. It's easier to tell during the day when there's sunlight. You can see through those leaves. Get me some stuff. There's one. There's one. Let's see, that's too thick. There has to be, there's some lumber there. There has to be some wood, some logs. Still not high enough. Might still be another piece in here somewhere. It's hard to say. There's a piece. Still not high enough. That's why I try to find this stuff before before I cut all the way down the tree. Let's see. I bet we can see. Well, no, not far enough over. Once like from over here, I can probably see it. The chasm. Yeah, sort of. So it literally runs right behind the tree farm. Actually, part of it runs under the tree farm. And then the mine shafts will probably start intersecting it at some point. I think I'm going to go with the taller tree first. Not a lot. These are both relatively short. Some dangerous stuff. Very easy to fall off. Not so bad once you're on this core piece. When you're cutting the leaves and you're cutting the logs out of the leaves, once in a while you get unlucky and a leaf you're standing on disappears. A little bit of a surprise. Alright. I don't see any specific good way to get into that. Ah. Doesn't quite go tall enough. Me and my incompetence. Alright. I don't see any, but there could be some. Just gotta be aware of that. Alright, that's all the currently grown jungle trees. Still waiting on that one to pop up. And there should be some more saplings dropping. I had hit a point where I had 40 saplings, so I had about 10 trees worth, which only one hasn't grown yet. It's awfully dense. Is there a log in the middle of that? Looks like there may be. Oh. Sure looks like it. Lord, this is high. I feel like I should build some variation on the 9 fires here. Just build like one big spire. But I don't know if I actually want to do that or not. It's a lot more challenging this way. I definitely would be harvesting a lot of obsidian if I made it that way. I just don't know that I see myself doing that. Right, we should just be waiting on saplings to fall. I actually think I might, once I've burned through these dark oaks, actually have gathered enough saplings to fill this up. The dark oaks seem to produce a little better than the jungle trees. There's 40. So we have enough for 10 trees again. Which means once that one grows, there'd be 11, but who knows if that one's going to grow or not. It's being really sluggish. There's another sapling. Oh, got a couple of them there. Alright, give me one more. That'll give me another tree. Come on. Notice that the server's gotten way more talkative. I actually may have one more sapling already. Oh, I have 3 more. Ooh. So you know what? Give me 2 more. It'll be enough for a couple more trees. Oh, there went one. I caught it. That is a good view. I like, you know, looking over there. Kind of see what I've been doing. Don't think I have any bone meal handy. I've been keeping my iron in my house. Iron and diamonds both. So we'll use, I think I've got 3 diamonds left to make a diamond pickaxe for the purpose of enchanting it, and 3 iron ingots to make a iron axe. And we'll probably start by enchanting the iron axe simply because I could use more of that. Looks like it's not going to give me any more saplings. If it dropped one more, I'd get one more tree out of this. I'm looking at you, leaf cluster. Looks like my phone's fully charged. Come on. Break it up. Oh, it's gone. Nope, just gonna be stingy and not give me that last sapling. Yeah. So it's a decent little field of trees anyway. And as I said, I'm going to move on. I didn't plan to stand here and harvest trees. I planned to work on the mine shaft, but I needed to wait on some stuff to smelt, and frankly it wouldn't hurt to pick up, you know, a new iron axe and diamond pickaxe and get them enchanted. I only wish I had some of the levels that I've lost the couple of times that I've died. Because I've gotten up into the 40s on my levels just kind of doing business as usual, and then lost it all because like a zombie on fire ran over and hit me and I couldn't get away from it. Or something like that. Yes, bird, I know you're there. Yeah, 3 diamonds, and then here. 3 of those as well. And I'm gonna drop off this wood at spawn, since I've got as much as I do. I'll cut down the dark oaks probably the next time, and by then I might need to smelt some fresh fuel, but that isn't going to be a problem. I like the way I basically stop and just bounce in place while eating the bread. I don't know if this will work or not. Let's see, where did they put... Did they put... a place to put some logs? Don't see one yet. Let's see, which one of these is jungle? There we go. There you go. That's a axe. Give that back. Alright, now let's go do the smelting. Let me see what we've got option-wise. Can do Unbreaking 2 plus something else. Nope, just Unbreaking 2. Well, that stinks. I'll take it. I could use... Oh, that one gave me efficiency. Good. Because I am about to use it. Good stuff. Wah! Curious about something. Want to check a message or two. It seems that Coin Slot Gaming is wanting to do some Jackbox Party Pack 5 tonight, I think. So we'll see what happens with that. In the meantime... I think I've confirmed everything I was looking at. Alright. Teleporting out. Which direction do I need to go? This way. I think I will put this axe up while I work on the mine a bit, and I'll only worry about digging it out whenever I'm ready to do some tree cutting. Unbreaking's not that great. Unbreaking 2. It'll help it last a little longer and do a little more, but I was really hoping to get the efficiency enchantment as well. You can see I actually have some iron picks, as well as a diamond pick that I've already started with, but I'm kind of saving those for very specific resources. Here. Might need some more sticks. Well, that's quite the loud thunderstorm I've come across. I ought to be able to sleep with that, though. Keep me from running into any sleepy monsters. Alright, let's get to work. Oh, wait. I'm still carrying the lapis. 2 pieces, there we go. Oh, piddle. I am ready to go in there and use this new axe and see what I can do with it. Still got a little while. One negative to this furnaces is that they're over here, and it's just far enough that I'm out of range when I'm working on the tree farm. One potentially good reason to spend some time working on the I don't know where it is. I heard it though. There's an Enderman nearby. One good reason to spend some time, or rather some resources to make furnaces over there for that workshop. I am going to make some chests. Let's see, which one of these has more wood in it? Probably the jungle. Generates so much wood when I do stuff with it. I want to make some signs. Whoops. Oh, that stinks. I know it's a lot of signs I'm about to make, but I need them. One point or another, I'm gonna need signs. So will other people. Ah. See, I need to throw something down. There we go. There we go. That's a lot of signs. I need a chest relatively close by for the signs. Or not. I could just use one of these. Okay. I might not be through with that. We shall see. Let's start with the signs, just filling out the signboards. I don't have any rules posted yet. These are all private signs if I want other people to be able to use them. See if this works. No, I don't want to do that. Even though this is an awful lot, I do want to have private chests and the like. I don't want to have to go through and manually tell everything that I make. This should be me. Although I'll admit it might be easier to manually protect only the stuff that's mine. I wonder if I can skip a step here. Nope. Do have to undo it first. I hadn't thought about it. It might not hurt to put some extra signs. Just in, you know, move the signs into a chest out here rather than... It sounded like that Enderman just walked by me. He's off to my left now. Must be upstairs. This is tedious, but still sort of worth it. It does protect some of these things to where I can place a sign and not have to worry about somebody breaking it. The same with chests and the like. Oops, that's the wrong thing. I'm going to probably put a couple of messages up on the other side of this. One, I want to tell people that come through the community to check with me before they do anything. I'm not sure what the other is yet, other than possibly revealing where I'm going. Really, as I think about it, I can think of a couple of signs I want to put up. Just start right here. So check with me before you do anything. On this side. There we go. Yeah, I think I will bring the signs in here and put them next to the signboard. It feels like that would be a better place for it. Ah. Not realize that was quite the arrangement that it was. Okay, so for the time being that should be good. Did I mean to carry... Oh, that's jungle planks. I was like, did I mean to carry that? No, I did not. Now after all of that, the smelting ought to be a little closer to done. However, I am going to go ahead and place my chests and some of this other stuff, if for no other reason than to get it out of my inventory and leave me a little more space. I think I'm gonna wait on that. Oh, I just realized what I did wrong there. There's going to be floor under this at some point. It's hard to tell at this point if this chat has, the in-game chat has gone quiet again, or if I'm just, you know, using the LWC stuff that quickly that it just makes it hard to see the other. Let's see. Let's see, I've still got a few more chests. I'm just going to stick them in here for now. Okay. It's all placed. Let's go get some stone out of the furnaces. Okay. Couple of other things I wanted to look at briefly here. Specifically down this direction. I don't remember what's where. Okay, that was just plain stone. Okay. I have 40. Probably going to want more than that at some point, but that does give me something to work with. Also fills up my inventory completely, so it doesn't matter if I wanted something else or not. One more quick sleep here. Those trees grow so tall. Especially when you stick them on top of a gigantic building. Okay, I'm going to use one of these chests to store this extra stone. So I had a chance to tinker with it a bit. I feel like it might not be a bad idea to bring some cobble with me. Not positive on that though. I took off without the boat. Why did I do this? That was not smart. Fair number of folks here. But yeah, the chat does appear to have gotten quiet again. Everybody's kind of doing their own thing, not really talking to each other. Although, to be fair, the folks with the Edge, or in any way connected with the Edge, tend to use a Skype call. Kind of ignore the rest of the world. I heard you. What are you doing up there? I don't really have the stuff to fight him right now. So where did I put this stuff? Anything else? That could potentially have a use. I don't think I need anything else. Do want to look at the wood though. See, that's regular. It's dark. Some spruce. I think I'll take the spruce planks. Actually, I'm going to take all of this. Oh, you know what? Give me these doors too. I'll put... let's see... one in the back. That's probably enough. We'll use those doors for my... whatever you want to call it. No, you. I'm thinking very seriously about making the flooring spruce, and what I'm actually considering right now, I want the mine to look more like less nice and more functional. It needs to look a little more maybe industrial. I'm thinking about using the spruce crafted into slabs to do this. It actually would work pretty well, I think. Let's see. So for stuff like this, I would pop that, but then for the rest of it, it would just be like this. This will make everything a little different too. Drat. I'll end up connecting some of that with wood maybe later, but I'm considering my options with regard to this, because I could do any number of things coming down from there. I think the steps might be the best option. Ah! Randomly placed stairs! No! You fiend. One of the reasons I like this, my spruce farm is huge inside that tree farm, and I'm not going to have any trouble with that. Spruce still looks a little more industrial than some of the other wood. A little older, a little more used. And it still looks good. I don't know why I did this. That makes sense to me, but this doesn't. I really don't know why I did this. Because I'm not putting a doorway up. I mean, I'm not putting a door up, I'm putting a doorway up. There we go. Yes. I do like how quickly I can place some of this whenever I've got it, you know, just making the flooring. But every now and then something goes a little bit slower than it's supposed to, like that, and I find myself having to replant each piece over and over again. Huh? All right. Now, how am I going to do this? I think the stairs are going to be the way to do that. Don't know if that's right, though. I may have to cut out that one little section and lower it for that to work. Darn. Don't need just a whole lot more, but I probably need more than 30. I don't know for sure, but it seems likely. Oh, just a little over. So close. That might work. Be alright by me if it did. Potentially save me a lot of trouble. Darn. Yep, need more stairs. Probably need some of the fencing that goes with all of this. Obviously, I won't worry about fencing right now, but that's something that I'll be using for some of the detail work around the mine, too. I think that might well be worth putting in. Ah, we're there. I think it's at this point that I'm going to stop making floors, per se. I say that, I think I'll leave this, let this be sort of the edge, but I do sort of want to hollow out a section in the middle here. I am considering how I'm going to do this, though, because it doesn't need to be especially big. Okay, so feel more or less like I got that in the right spot. Yeah. Okay, and front to back, I've got how many? It's like 10. Ah. Okay, let's see. I am going to make this probably about this wide. And of course, this is where I'll end up using that other diamond pick that I enchanted. It may not help that much, but the efficiency usually helps at least a little. And so what I'll be doing is putting a short stair on either side, and then this will just be a continuous hole all the way down. Let me... I'm going to open this up one more and create the platform I'm going to put the fencing on, so that there's actually something to prevent people from inadvertently, I swear I just switched to an axe, inadvertently walking off into a bottomless pit. Man, the music is just completely carried away now. So, Is the mine haunted? Or exactly what? What? I haven't built it yet. It can't be haunted yet. I haven't killed anybody in it. Okay. Let's see. I will use some bricks. That's why I brought all that stone with me. To sort of complete these walls and probably this ceiling. Everything underneath that, we'll see what happens. And like I say, once we're into this area, I'm going to quit using all of the extra resources the way I have, and I'm going to start making it a bit more function than form. Let's see. I'm going to put this wood up. For the moment, anyway. A little dirt. None of that's anything to be worried about. Hello, Noob Games. I know. Where is it? There it is. I knew there was another piece there somewhere. Okay. I am doing well. Just getting started on building the community mine. So I'm going to open this side. Give it a little different look from the rest of this area. Well, I can't get these walls up fast enough, though. This one, I am playing on a Java server, and it's the Video Games Awesome Turbo Club server. For their show, their Turbo Club is basically a donation of $50 to join, or paying toward the Patreon, and they allow that to add up. Okay. I am slightly uncertain as to how I want to proceed. That's why I'm sort of staggering back and forth. I know I need to do a thing. I don't know what that thing is. Yeah, the Realm of the Nine Fires, which is also a Java server, that's my server. That one, it's free to join, but you have to go into the Discord and request access to it. We do that so I can control basically who has access with a whitelist. Whoops. Fell in a slot. And I don't think I mentioned it earlier, but today I'm hanging out in the Minecraft Awesome Discord in their Minecraft channel. Mostly because I wanted to be here in case anybody from this server wanted to hop in and talk for a bit. I'm gonna go ahead and make those. This gravel just keeps getting in the way. Okay. I have not decided what I want to put on that upper section yet. I hope that's a sheep I hear. Oh, it's a pig. Good enough. Just so long as it's not something trying to kill me. Too busy to be killed right now. Let's see. Do I still have the dirt? Yep. That will make it a little... Well, I forgot about that. I forgot that's a thing. There we go. Oh, dang it. Just enough to hurt, too. This whole section will be a little more dungeony. It's really meant to be industrial, but it's going to be very gray. Somehow the underground portion over at the community center that leads basically to the underground part of the town is less gray than this. Okay. Don't have the fencing on hand. It's in one of these chests. Ah, dang you. Yeah. And this is just another one of those little... I am stuck. There we go. Details. Serves no real purpose other than making things look just a little bit nicer. Hopefully I've caught all of those. Did not realize I had done that. Okay. Now, for that downward slope, I just almost need a little something extra, but I actually am thinking about using this cobblestone wall. Along the top portion here, I'm going to probably use like smooth stone or something like that as kind of a filler just around the edges. I say that might not be a bad idea to use the spruce for that. I'm wandering around up on top of the wall for no reason. Pity the four people that... I pity the four people, I swear. Poor people that wander by while I'm doing something. Because it will make no sense to them. In all likelihood. Just finished placing that dirt and I'm going to turn around and cover up my access to it. I'm going to use those corner pieces and intersections to help me count off where I want some of this cobblestone fencing. Did I put it all up? No, I still got it. Okay. Oh, you stink. I guess there's any reason to do that. Just leave it like that. I guess I can fill that with whatever I want. It's not a bad use for this cobble. we got a visitor apparently. Let's see. Let's see, I don't know that I want this to slope just yet, but don't see a lot of better options. Not a problem. Let's see. I guess probably for the sake of the viewer at home, I should probably explain. Skyline 53, the other player that just wandered by, was apologizing for intruding, and I said it's not a problem. That's what I was talking about. I wasn't just randomly spouting words. I don't know why, but this suddenly feels really sluggish. That is weird. I don't know what just happened, but my mouse is suddenly really feeling funky. Like, really feeling funky. Don't see any activity on my computer that would be causing that. It's tough. Am I losing any no drop frames? So I don't know what that is. Just all of a sudden the mouse became really stiff. No choice but to leave that one open, eh? And this is what I was actually saving that for. Just going to make my way down. Once I put a lid on top of this, so to speak, it'll actually make it kind of an opening, like a vent. It'll actually look a little better, I think. There we are. Wow, did I actually run out of fencing? And I can't reach those now. Gonna have to go down there. Darn. And ow. I don't have a good way to stick that out. cobble fencing left? No. So I have to make a little bit. Hopefully that's enough. Oh yeah, there's 26 more. They're in there somewhere. Let's see, 1, 2, just like that. Okay. And I think I'm going to use the spruce planks to create a barrier across here. Now, I think I'll go back to the stone bricks for the next layer. Because this will make the building look a little nicer. Probably than it should, but as a mine entrance. Dang. Just keep planting them in the wrong place there. There. That's one side of that done. If at any point any of this starts to look like I don't know, pirate themed or something, it might be because I have been watching on my second monitor whenever I'm not recording. I've been watching One Piece while building. Not making a conscious effort. This isn't a pirate town, but there could be some influences there. Purely unanticipated, I assure you. Oh. Alright, so on the inside we're going to place in similar ways, but it'll be we'll be using the stone slabs for ceiling tiles, so I don't necessarily need to worry about what's up here. I mean, I do as far as the creatures that could start spawning in at any time, but I'll do this. Music right there reminds me I should probably start recording the next episode of Battle Station Plays. It just takes time to do all of that. Right. It's definitely starting to take shape. And I appreciate that. Now those slabs I don't necessarily need to make anymore. I've got a bunch of those back at the storage room. Feels a little too close for comfort. Actually, for this, I think we'll take a little bit of creative license. Ah, one misplaced brick. Oh, come on. It's a pain. Come on, give me that, whatever it is, piece of dirt or whatever. Now, did I make that higher on that side, or is it just coincidence? No, I made it higher. Okay. Might as well keep that part more or less uniform. All right. Once you hit a certain point, it becomes the actual mine shaft. Let's see. For each of those, I'm probably going to use some steps. Wrong way. Wait, maybe not. Let me see what I've got. Nope, I got some. already. Don't think that's quite what I meant it to be. I did that backwards, I think. Like, wait, that's not right. Okay. I actually really want to go ahead and place whatever is going to be on top of these kind of at the same time, I think. Alright. You can see kind of what we're doing. Let's see, I might have some brick stuff I can use there. Not in there. Let me see what these are going to look like. I can already see what I want to do. I need those slabs, which are also at storage, so I'll have to make a run back soon. Alright. I actually classify the music that I play into different categories for specifically when I'm working on art projects like comics. I want maybe a specific feeling, and this song and a number of others. So this is Mystery Sax is what it's called. This and a number of others are categorized under the Space Cowboy category. Some of my categories are basically named after or in reference to anime shows I've watched. Let's see. Wow. That's quite the trees. Let's see. I am running back and forth because I am deciding how I want to proceed with this. Let's see, how long have we been going now? Oh gosh, 2 hours and 45 minutes. So yeah, I'd say it's a good time for a break. Let me see. Debating how I'm going to fill all this in. So I can use stone slabs for ceiling tiles in here. That's not a problem. You come outside and stack up some dirt so I can gain access to the roof. Whoops. Save myself a little trouble tearing this down later. I know it didn't hear me pick that up. deliberately leaving that open. So this in here can be filled with pretty much anything. Dirt, cobblestone, empty space, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to place a couple of torches along the way. So, need to restock on my torches. Okay. Let's see, I'm gonna probably use the spruce to put the roof on top. So I'm gonna need probably to harvest some spruce. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Nice thing about the tree farm. Do I have enough space for all the wood I'm gonna get? I might not. And I left that new enchanted axe back at the... I forgot about it. I forget what I classified this particular music as. I'm gonna leave this behind. It'll free me a little bit of space. I kind of like that the game just said, you know what, he's going through there anyway, just get it out of his way. Whoop. Yeah, there's one at the very back that hasn't grown in. Two at the very back that haven't grown in. Be careful around them. They're likely to once everything else has grown or has faded away. I've had at least one tree try to grow around me so far today. I don't know exactly what we will have scheduled tomorrow. We're attempting to get a group together for some Left 4 Dead 2 because I want to do some Halloween type maps or campaigns. Specifically, I want to do Haunted Forest and Dark Wood. We'll of course try to do that around 6 p.m. tomorrow evening. If I can get some folks together. I may have to just kind of go solo, but I'd hate to do that. It's more fun whenever there's actually people that maybe haven't seen those maps before. All the saplings so I can replant. And boy, are there a bunch of them. And they will continue to pop up too. This is where I wasn't sure about how much space I have in my inventory. It's a lot of wood in this tree farm. Just on this floor even, there's a lot. I don't really know how many trees there are. I didn't count. I just laid out what I could as I went along. Didn't bother to count. And I can only imagine how much is actually going into my inventory from each tree. Could be potentially, I think, 7 blocks or something like that each. They aren't all like that, but having that potential multiplies that out a fair margin. This is, in point of fact, the exact reason that I enchanted that iron axe. Burn through all these stone axes really quickly. However, in this case, that's not necessarily a bad thing. If I have to stop and make some more, it'll use up some of the stone. Specifically some of the cobblestone that I've got in my inventory. I might accidentally free up an extra stack for collecting this wood. Oh, there's actually 4 along the back here that didn't grow. I find that interesting. Most likely means I just haven't been close enough to trigger them, but you never know. Might have been trying to grow them differently. And since it's too tall, you know, or I mean too tall, too low of a ceiling, too low of a headway, they just haven't been able to sprout. I don't know. Boy, this does generate a lot of wood. I'm glad though. Needed a way to produce more wood for this stuff. Houses especially. We don't need a bunch of brick houses and or stone brick houses, I should say. Starting to run low on space, apparently. One fairly easy solution to all this, too, though, is if I get full enough, I'll just run down to the mine, to those chests and store the wood that I've collected, and then come back and finish picking stuff up. I'm hoping I won't have to do that, but we shall see. I think I'm full. I think these last pieces are just landing on the ground next to me. Yep. Alright. Let me grab up some of these saplings. Okay, I think my saplings are full too. Alright, we'll run, drop off some wood, and then come back. Alright, that should be plenty of space. At least sort of wrap that up. Pick stuff up. All right, that more or less picks up what I needed. There will be a number of other items to gather up over here, but I can start planting some of these on the far side and allow this to refill. I am to a stage of daydreaming as I go. Some of these could actually grow in before the old leaves have disappeared. I don't really care at this point, so long as all of these are replanted so that they can grow in. And some of these pieces are being... Yeah, there's a prime example of one. Have a decent amount of that. Alright, so my thinking on this has been that I will use the spruce stairs and possibly some spruce slabs in making the ceiling. Let me actually make up some more stairs before I start. Got a few already. Okay. Let's see if that'll give me enough to accomplish at least part of what I'm trying to do. Let me see. In fact, I think I'm going to make this part fairly flat. The trick to what I'm going to do here is I will put some slabs on top of this, and it'll give it just a little bit of a cut in. And then I may additionally run a line of these around the outside upside down. I'm not sure yet. I'm kind of debating what this is going to look like The more important part of this is going to be the slope down into the actual mine. Whoops. Actually, I was trying to decide if I even wanted to do all the way around or if I wanted to go ahead and cut across. There we go. Do I have any good? In fact, it might not hurt to do that all the way up. Let me see. We're gonna go ahead and take a chance and hop over here. Yeah, I think that'll work. It's simple, but it'll get the job done. Darn. I may have to have some more steps. Yep, need some more. I'm gonna get a little more wood too. Take one of these. All right. Okay, there's the outside. I need just some basic flat slabs there. Ow! Boy, does that ever darken in the tunnel here. Definitely need those torches. I'm okay with... Oh. I was about to say, I'm okay with this. Definitely need to get the torches. It's getting dark in this little... Oh my gosh. Up and down. Come on. You're standing on stairs. You don't have to play on them. There we go. I need some bricks cutting across there. And then I'm going to hollow out this layer. For my stone slabs. If you're wondering why I haven't gone to a break yet, even though I said I was going to, I'll sort of explain that in just a moment. Let me finish hollowing this out. I hear flowing water nearby. There we go. So what I was talking about, obviously I need to throw some torches up along the way. I'm ready to put up some ceiling panels and obviously the fencing around this and start digging down, and I am almost finished with the outside of the building. Keep throwing that shovel in there for some reason. Get some of this out of the way. So I'm basically to a point where I can wrap this up. And if I were to take a quick break and come back, I probably would. But you can see even on the outside, it's starting to look more finished. Here's the thing, I've been at it for over 3 hours now, and we've done quite a bit. In order to really complete this, will need to start actually mining. Meaning I've got to come down here, open up the floor here, open up the stairways on either side, and begin actually working my way down. That is tedious work. And unless I get people who are interested in actually watching that, I'm probably better off to go ahead and wrap up the episode and kind of continue that part off show. So I think we'll just sort of leave it at that. It's, I think, been a pretty good simple stream, bit of work. Got some serious work done on the mine. And we will continue in a future episode. Thanks for watching, guys.